everybody. This is going to be our holiday special today. Welcome to Pop Samurai. I am your host, Joel Pepperaki, along with...
It's your boy, Jelani Hoon. What's up?
And Will Walkie Washkoon. How's it going?
How is everybody?
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah? You looking forward to this?
Yes.
Full
guess
of
what,
Yuletide
everybody?
cheer.
We have an awesome show for you tonight. We're going to do a little bit something holiday related, and basically we're going to put together a top 5 show list tonight on Pop Contention, where we're going to do top 5 holiday survival items or things or people that you need to survive the holidays. So before we get into that, I just want to give a shout out to the Pop Samurai world and make sure that everybody subscribes, links themselves, sends emails to everything Pop Samurai related. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Look at them go. They're already doing it.
Shared it all.
So perfect. All right. Thank you, everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, everything that we do here. Keep this going. We love hearing from you, so please join in on the chat, and we'll be happy to comment with you and talk with you along the way. If you can think of anything else you think deserves to be on this list, please give a shout in the comments as well. And already we got Yukito in the chat. So,
All right.
buddy?
What's
How
up?
you doing,
What's
man?
What's up?
Well, I guess that means it's time. I have to put on my holiday hat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. Well done.
Hello, everybody.
Well done.
I don't know if you can see that, but I'm looking cozy right now. That's why I got a scarf on. By the way, here in Wisconsin, it's actually like 30 degrees and rising, so we're not going to get a white Christmas. But hopefully all of you out there, you do get one. So anyway, let's get on with this list. Are you
Yeah.
guys ready and willing and able?
I'm one of those 3 things.
All right. Since you are
beat me
one of
to
those
it.
3 things, we're going to point to you first to tell us your number 5 holiday survival item.
Excellent. And the plan here is that we're gonna do a little bit of guessing game
Yes.
with this as
So,
well, right? So
yes.
I'm gonna build you guys up with my first one. I want you to think of this location as
Whisk me away.
Yeah,
Whisk me
yeah.
away.
okay. So it's dark, it's dreary, it's spooky, it's cold. In the moonlight, you see the most iconic animated scene that you may have ever seen in a Christmas movie. It is from the depraved mind of director Tim Burton.
Yes, okay. So it's got to be Nightmare Before Christmas.
It is. It
Nightmare
is
Before
the
Christmas.
graveyard and that weird, like, spirally thing
Yes.
from the Nightmare
So
Before
nice.
Christmas.
Spiral Graveyard. we'll
Yes.
put it as.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That
It's
image.
like it was a spiral hill, right? It was like a
yes,
hill.
yeah.
Yeah.
That image immediately popped into my brain when you said, like,
Yeah, and we should say
Holiday
also
things.
locations work as well. So if you
Yes.
can think of like a scene or anything, that's
Very
part
good.
of this
I didn't
list.
think about
so.
locations.
thank you. Thank you.
Transylvania.
Yukito said Transylvania.
That just is Tim Burton's
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
not out of his mind.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Go ahead, Joel.
I'm
We want
listening.
to hear your number 5.
Oh, is it me?
Absolutely. So just jump right into it.
Is it me? All right.
Yeah.
Number 5 for your boy here for like holiday weirdness items and stuff like that. I want you to vision in your mind's eye with me. Come with me. Whisk yourself away. Mounds of white powder everywhere. Right? Fresh white powder. My item is Coke. Anything?
Wait, yes. Scarface.
No.
That's what I was also thinking.
No, I'm talking about the most iconic commercial
Oh,
ever. I'm
the
talking about
polar bears.
Coca-Cola and the polar bears.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
It is the
The
most
polar bears.
iconic
Absolutely.
Christmas time.
Oh,
Dude, beautifully
designer
done.
Awash got it.
Yeah, you got it. She knows.
I
She knows me.
wouldn't
She
say
gets
it's
me.
the most iconic
No,
Christmas
that's
time.
Definitely one of them.
Oh, maybe
But
you
it's
got
up
another one.
there.
You got
Yeah,
another
I was
one,
gonna say
maybe.
now we got a little bit of
Yes.
contention going on.
No,
if
I like
you
it. I
will.
like it.
So, all right, I guess I got to give you mine then, and we're gonna see if you guys can get this. I don't know if this is as familiar with everyone, but I grew up and I saw this one because of a certain Tim the Toolman Taylor is
Oh.
in it. So that'll give you a big hint. But I'll say that the scene where the son comes running outside after hearing a clank, and the dad's like just wearing a coat and no pants, and he's sitting there going, oh my God, Dad, what the heck, you got him? And it's like, no, there's a guy here, but it's not Santa. And he goes, You killed him. And he killed Santa.
Okay, so it's the Santa suit from the Santa Claus.
It's what it is that I'm putting on this list is the death transfers to the person. It's the Santa Claus. It's
Oh, yes,
So
the
it's
contract.
yeah. So if
of
you
it.
kill Santa, you have to become Santa Claus. Just so
Okay.
you know out there. All right. So
Scott
that's my number
Calvin's
5.
house.
Pretty convoluted, but I thought it was kind of fun. So let's go on to Will's number 4 now, please.
My number 4 is
Good guess,
also
Yukito.
it's a thing, but it's also a location. Because the importance of this location is seen throughout the movie.
Okay.
You might say it has a certain home turf advantage
A certain je ne sais quoi.
for one small boy as he tries to survive the holidays.
I see. It definitely is Home Alone.
It is. It is the McAllister's house
That
from
entire
Home Alone.
house. Ah,
That
that's
house.
awesome.
How do they afford that house?
Nice.
I
What
know.
did they have to do?
What
Like
do they have
7
to do?
bedrooms and 4 bathrooms
Right?
in
Right?
Chicagoland? Are you
know.
kidding me?
Yeah. Exactly. Beautiful. I love that one. All right, Jelani, please tell us your number 4.
This one's gonna be kind of obscure a little bit, right? But it's a personal favorite of mine, right? And I had to put it on this list. It's the one thing that came up on my brain when you said it. But it's a Crunch Bar.
Crunch Bar. That's the only hint you've got for us?
It's a Crunch Bar.
Oh, this is a tough
It's a very small scene, very quick, but it became very iconic for this movie.
It's a Crunch Bar.
Yeah, I know. Can you give me one more hint at all?
It's argued whether or not this movie is actually a Christmas movie.
Oh, is that?
What? Yeah, that's
Then
the
it's
only
gotta
hint.
be. Then it's gotta be. Anytime you hear that, it has to be.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
It's Die Hard. It
Yeah.
is from Die Hard. The Crunch
Bar,
Bar,
the Crunch
from
Bar.
Die Hard.
The
I'm a
one that
Crunch
we
Bar.
usually have on our.
Oh!
Yes.
I totally get it now. I'm sorry. I was. Yeah, way to
So
go.
the Crunch
All right,
Bar,
all right.
yes, the Die Hard bar. It's an iconic little scene from this where the bad guys, they're all like locking and loading, getting ready for like the SWAT team to come in, and this adorable Asian man is there ready, locked, loaded. He's nervous, just sees this Crunch Bar. He's like, "Fuck it, we're stealing money. I'm gonna steal a Crunch Bar too." So it's great. I like this. It's one of the best Christmas movies ever. So
And you've had that bar.
I've had that bar, and it was amazing.
And I did too. And it went. I feel bad that it's gone now. All right, then that brings me to my number 4, and I guess the way I would describe this is an unlikely suspect has to pull a sleigh, and the only way you could do it is to tape something to his head and make him appear as something else.
Oh, I know
It
what
is
this
animated.
is. I know what this is because it just missed my list.
Yes, I know this
That
one.
is the antler that goes on Max's
The
head
antler.
The
That's
antler.
it.
in How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yes,
How the Grinch Stole
awesome.
Christmas.
Yeah, so I said
Bravo.
dog antlers. I was like,
Adorable.
Yeah, exactly.
Max's antlers. I
Yep,
love it so much.
exactly. So
One
pretty
of
easy
the,
one, but I was like,
Olive
can't,
the
I have to get
reindeer,
that
very
on.
good.
Well,
Very
if
good.
you remember back, Max was on our Good Boys.
Oh, I know,
Good
I know. And I was like,
list
I don't
for
know if I
that
wanna have
same
him on here,
reason.
but oh, that was so adorable. And honestly, anytime I watch that movie or see it, I just think of him. Especially having a dog now, I'm like,
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
get that on
Yeah.
my dog's head. So.
Good stuff.
All right, back to Will with his number 3, please.
Okay, so you're watching your favorite show or some football or something like that, and it's between the show. It's one of those commercial thingies.
I knew he had
Maybe the most iconic Christmas time commercial of all time.
Say it. Hold on. Say the beginning part again. So it was
It's a
commercial.
commercial.
He just built up his commercial.
Okay, all right. Go
And
on.
I want you to imagine coming in from
Oh,
a
you
long day
son of a
playing in the
bitch.
cold and then sitting
this
down
already.
to a meal
I got
and it just completely
away.
melts
It's the
you in your
Campbell's
wa-
fucking soup.
It is the Campbell's
God
soup
damn
can.
Son of a bitch.
he got the Campbell's soup snowman. That's
Yes.
what it is.
I can't
Beautiful.
believe-
Well, yeah.
I forgot about the Campbell's soup commercial.
Come on. That is the most iconic
God.
of all commercials
All right.
around Christmas time.
All right. We'll see what happens on
Oh,
this
that is a
list.
good one. Gosh, at first I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Perfect.
Mhm.
That is beautiful.
The second he
God.
said comes in from
You know
the
what?
cold,
You
I was
guys,
like,
you
God
guys
damn
nailed it because I did not think of commercials. So,
Mhm.
applause.
Thank you.
Do where it's due. All right, Jelani, kill us
Oh,
with
shit,
a new,
am I-
the next best one,
I was
please.
blinded by rage for a
Yeah.
second. All right. I want you to imagine. Have you guys ever gone Christmas shopping? It's stressful, right?
Yes.
You guys ever gone Christmas shopping very last minute?
Yes.
Mhm.
Right?
And I know
I want
exactly
you to-
what you're
I
going
want
to
you
say.
to imagine you were going Christmas shopping for your son.
Okay.
It's a fucking Turbo Man.
It's the Turbo Man.
Well, I have
From
no
Jingle-
defense for
Jingle
my
All the
next
Way.
one
All the
because
way.
guess what? My number 3 is Turbo Man as well.
That's right. The Turbo Man
It's
from
the
Jingle
Turbo
All the
Man.
Way.
Oh my gosh, we got 2 Turbo Men, especially at
No.
number 3. That's
It's
perfect.
Turbo time,
And
guys.
I love it because it's the must-have item of the year, right?
It is.
That's perfect. So it's like
always
everybody's been
one.
through that.
It's
So-
so.
Those are
the
must-haves.
Tickle Me Elmo
Yeah,
of Arnold
exactly,
Schwarzenegger's
exactly.
life.
Oh,
Yes.
that's ridiculous.
God.
So, all right, beautiful. I guess since I spouted mine real quick there.
Yeah,
Will,
you
we're
really
back to
you really popped off.
you.
That was
What can I say?
premature.
You know.
Shit.
We're gonna go back to a Christmas classic for this one.
all right.
So I want you to keep your eyes peeled and don't shoot them out.
All right. I got it. It's now I think Jelani hasn't seen this.
Oh no, this is actually my favorite Christmas
it's hard not
movie.
to be. Yeah.
Okay. No,
I
got
watch
it.
it
I got it.
every
Do you know?
year
No, I got it.
during
you
the
seen it or not?
24-hour.
Okay, I've not, but I know his favorite.
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay.
Okay,
Then say it.
It's Christmas Story.
Yes.
it is a Christmas
It's
story.
the, God, I forget the
Red
name of
Rider
it.
BB gun.
That's
Red Rider
correct.
Movie Gun.
With Compass in the stock.
Yes.
Yes.
And he totally botched his asking of Santa for that.
Right.
Football?
Oh,
All right. Now, Jelani, I guess you can tell us your number 2, please.
Okay, so for me, it comes from a movie about a man in a red suit. And the item I have here is I put down hot cocoa or hot chocolate.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
And just because it's already on this list, it's kind of redundant for everybody to guess here. It's going to be from the Santa Claus.
Aha. Yes.
Go with
Yes.
hot
Yes.
chocolate from the Santa Claus.
Good call. You're right. Yeah, that was a very iconic part of that.
I've seen it. I don't recall the part with the hot chocolate.
It comes up multiple times.
Yeah,
in
it's
the movie.
anytime he goes to like a house, he's kind of looking for it. So
Yeah,
Oh.
but it also comes up multiple times, like with his items and his gadgets as well.
Oh, yeah,
So he
yeah,
has, like
yeah.
a hot chocolate dispenser, which is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yes, the secret ingredient is love.
Oh, that's our secret ingredient.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Guys, listen. Today, this podcast, there's
Full of love.
there's an energy here today, guys, and I think we're horny for this one. This
Aw.
one's really good. Let's go for it.
And look at how red the table is. It's just full of Christmas cheer.
So prize is not white yet.
Do, 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 do,
All
do,
right,
do,
I guess
do,
I got to
do,
give you
do,
my
do,
number
do.
2 then. Now, maybe you've been at long family outings or something like that, and you're looking for maybe an escape route. Well, in this movie, there was a particular escape route, which was a zip cord out of the house, out of the top window. What was it?
God, repeat this again.
Yeah. So I kind of teased you there by saying that it's, you want to escape a family get-together, but it's not necessarily that. You might be trying to escape 2 strangers that might be in the house.
Is this
as
Home
well.
Alone as well?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Okay.
Home Alone.
Home Alone, he escaped out of there on a zip cord to the backyard. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, you know what? Every family event, they're always good, of course, but
Yes.
sometimes they run their course a little long, and you're trying to figure out if you can go home. And you're like, how can I get out of here? Best item you could have? A zip
A
line.
zip line, yeah. So it is the zip line
Yes,
or the
zip
treehouse?
line.
Okay.
The zip line to the
Nice.
treehouse in
This is
Home
awesome.
Alone. So,
Awesome. I like it. I like what we got here. I like what we got here.
all right, then we're gonna do some runners up real quickly here. Why don't we start with Will's?
Sure. So my honorable mentions include Frosty's hat, Tiny Tim's crutches. That was the one where I'm like, oh,
I've got a good counter
can't
to
do that one.
So.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
some. I'm gonna get some hate mail for that one. Buddy the Elf's outfit. I just
yeah,
always
yeah.
thought that was really cool. Nakatomi Plaza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dwight's Krampus disguise from The
Oh,
Office.
God.
And I also had Max's
Antlers.
antler as well.
A piece of wood that he had to saw
A
because it
bit
was
of
too
wood.
big.
That's right.
All right, Jelani, why don't you tell us? your
My
runners
only
up?
runner-up here is the Max's antler.
Awesome,
I
alright.
had put that down, and I was like, contending for the list.
That's awesome. All right, well, I got just a few here too. I didn't make a huge long list like I usually do, so count your lucky stars. But the first one is kind of odd. Have you guys ever seen Trading Places?
Yes.
Do you remember the Santa suit where he's drunk and he pulls the salmon out of it? I thought that was a disgusting thing, and I said, that is a good runner-up for this. Had to have food when you're, at a party. So I said,
Sure.
pulling a salmon out of your beard covered in hair, drunk on a train, probably a good item to have. That's Dan Aykroyd, by the way, for anybody
it's
out
been a
there.
while since I've seen this one.
I said the pink bunny suit from Christmas Story.
There you go. That's a great
and
one.
the Bumpus Hounds from Christmas.
Bumpuses. Yeah.
Damn you, Bumpuses. And then Mary Lou Retton as Tiny Tim in Scrooged.
Ah.
I thought that was so
Yeah.
absurd.
That was absurd.
So everybody needs a Mary Lou Retton. All right, that brings us to number ones. Will hit us with it.
Yeah, my number one is definitely what I say is the ultimate MacGuffin for any Christmas movie, because everybody's been there. Last minute, you need a gift.
Oh,
It's Turbo Man.
yeah, awesome.
He's my number one.
Yes, hell
Good,
yeah.
Good. I like it. I like it a lot.
The ultimate MacGuffin.
The movie,
that
that movie made me so upset because I found out Turbo Mans weren't actually a thing.
I know.
They were fake, and by the end of the movie, I wanted one for
Yeah.
real
Oh, of
for
course.
Christmas.
Of course, we all did.
Missed
They
out not actually
I was
making
just
the
gonna
toy.
say, didn't they make real a Last Action Hero action
Yeah,
figures?
it could have made a Turbo Man.
And it's
one.
like, hey, they didn't think about that one. Come on, anything Arnold's in, we
What
want an
about
action
Turbo
figure.
Man?
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, Jelani, number one, please.
My number one is a fucking brick. It's a brick.
Yeah,
What do you
brick.
think about this?
yeah.
It's the only hint you need.
You throw it through a window.
You could. Yeah, you very well could.
Brick.
It's a brick. Come on, guys. It's a brick.
House.
I don't know. Tell
Well,
me.
All right,
Oh, you got
this
stumped.
is Home Alone. Yes, it is Home Alone 2, actually.
That's it.
And the brick
That's
is the
it.
most
I knew it.
devastating weapon
You're right.
in Kevin McAllister's psychotic kid arsenal.
Yes, you're right.
It's
You
the
remember
only
that or
thing
no?
he needed.
I don't know
It
if I
comes up
remember it.
multiple times. He literally, off the side of a building, chucks bricks at the fucking wet bandits or sticky bandits in
yeah,
this
yeah,
film.
yeah.
And he
Breaks into
right in the fucking head.
Well, but that's
He's
how
a
they-
psycho killer.
Yeah.
Right.
And to top it all off, he decides to go to this toy man toy store
And break in.
and I don't know, commit another act of crime and throw it through the fucking window with like a note says, "Hey, sorry for breaking your window,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do it anyways."
Yeah. Dude, good
Oh,
call.
my
That's a good
Lord.
one.
Awesome.
I was gonna say pigeon food, but that's a good one.
Come on.
I didn't even think of that. That's beautiful, dude. The brick.
It's all you need to fight
Oh
off
my
two
God.
criminals.
All right, I got one here. Have you ever seen a 1988 Chevy Chase film by the name of Funny Farm?
No.
All right, this is gonna be a tough one then for me because it's an uphill battle because nobody's seen it.
Yeah,
But,
that never happens.
But yeah, I know. But this one isn't just near and dear to me. It's probably the most absurd, which is everybody wishes they have the perfect holiday get together and everything like that, and they want to represent themselves as, especially online for whatever reason, as like everything's going so
Probably,
perfect. Look at how beautiful it is, and it's so funny. But a lot of times it never turns out that way, right? And it's a lot more harsh or rough-edged, I guess you could say, at everybody's family. So this film is about a family that moves to an idyllic house, and I'll save the banter for my argument, but basically they force the town by giving them a little bit of money to act like it's the perfect town to sell their home, and I'm using the line, cue the deer, because they cue a deer to act like it's like the perfect place, and it's a snowy Christmas and the snowy yard, and it's like you literally brought a deer out as an item to be like, look at how perfect this area is. And I know it's absurd, but I will explain it further in the
So
next one.
the deer.
So, yeah, it's literally the line cue the deer, but it is the deer. Yeah,
Okay.
So, and I promise you have to watch
The
this.
deer
I showed Amy
is
this scene,
near
and she
and
was laughing
dear.
her ass off. So,
Okay.
all right, that's it. We gave out all of our top fives.
I want to give a shout out really quick to Yukito,
Yeah,
who brought up a great one that we all
Sure,
missed,
go for it.
and that is the Festivus poll
Mm,
from
mhm.
Seinfeld,
Yeah.
which
Good
is
call.
brilliant.
God, how did we miss that?
How did we miss that one?
I know.
There's a lot of them we probably missed.
I know.
Festivus for the
by
rest
all
of
means,
us.
everybody out there, please give us a couple more too, because we'd love to. I'm sure you get stuck in like a thing of what you can think of at the time. So if you have something different, we'd love to hear them.
I'm surprised you didn't do like the Christmas. If I had to bet money on it, I would have bet money that you were gonna put the Shenmue Christmas scene in this.
Well, I love that, of course, but
And I'm surprised you did not mention it at all.
I didn't mention.
And
Yeah,
that was
I know.
crazy to me.
He's saving
right
all
now.
of his Shenmue mentions for aficionados.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
All
only
right.
game I'm still playing.
20 minutes straight of talking about Shenmue.
I know. Let's bore the hell out of you guys. All right. Anyway, let's get to making this beautiful show list. So
Yeah.
let's start by round 1 nominations. I'm gonna need a nomination from. Let's go with Jelani first for nomination. You're not going first this time.
Wow.
Wow,
I've been
that's
starting with you a lot.
I guess.
You're
wow,
lucky.
That's
That was a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
good about that.
Jelani feels honored, yeah.
Let me do. Man, there's so many kind of crossovers, but we're all having different items.
Muppet Christmas. I know that was a
Let-
good one.
Let me do Polar Bear Coca-Cola at number 4.
Ooh.
Muppet Christmas Carol is really good.
I loved A Muppet Christmas Carol.
All right, guys.
Probably my favorite.
We're going to
Christmas
Will.
Carol one.
We're gonna go to Will next.
Okay.
Uh,
We're going
for-
counterclockwise.
Yep.
Interesting. I can't resist the battle.
Mhm.
I'm
Go
going
for it.
Andy Warhol up in this bitch.
All
It's
right.
the Campbell's soup can against the Coca-Cola Polar Bears
Ah.
at number 4.
There's like a
and
sword
gentlemen.
that I just put between the two, and I can imagine. Ching!
That's right.
So, all right, that leaves me then, and I am gonna put some dog antlers at number 3.
Dog Antlers at number 3.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, cool. So let me get a clock going here. Jeez, I was prepared. Caught off guard here. Sorry about that, everyone.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
No, it's not.
Let's look at this guy.
It's not fine.
Who let
All
this
right,
guy host?
We're
I
gonna
don't
do.
know.
I know who let me on here. You got me in a hat and a scarf. I'm sweating over here. All right,
You don't have to be. Take it off.
No.
I'm less worse than you.
It's the holidays. All right. 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna start with number 4, Polar Bear Coke versus Campbell's Soup Can, or Campbell's Soup in general, melting the snowman. So let's start with Jelani. Ready, steady.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. You ready to go?
Yes.
You got a minute. Go.
Listen, guys. Coca-Cola,
Mhm.
right, and their wonderful polar bear commercial has stood the test of time for commercials, and I can't think of another commercial at all that makes you just want the item so bad.
I can.
Even though,
He gets his minute. Let him do it.
even though there may be some other things out there you want. Coke, this is one of the most I can't even I don't even know what the fucking this is.
You know what you can do? No.
You both forgot about Swiss Miss. So
You
screw
know what you can do is you can stop trying to sell me a cold soft drink when I'm out in the snow in the North Pole.
But it's polar
What
bear.
you want
Hold on. Baby
is
polar bear.
hot
Baby
soup.
polar bear sliding down a hill wants a Coca-Cola. He can have it all day long.
Okay, yes, that is adorable, but that doesn't
1 minute is
excuse
up.
the
I'm giving
fact.
him 5 seconds
I
extra. to
yield
say
my
his-
time, but I will
Yield
come
your
down.
time.
The Coke.
Go ahead.
It's fucking
Go ahead.
bears.
I know the bear argument. All right, you know
They
what,
sell.
Jelani? You
It
blew
sells
it.
itself.
Yeah, exactly. You blew it, Jelani. All right, Will, you get your minute. Go.
You mentioned commercials that stand the test of time. You know what's neat about the polar bears is they keep reinventing themselves. They keep coming up with penguins and trains and lights and all this stuff.
Who
That's
does?
neat.
Who does?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, all right.
They keep coming up with that new stuff.
But they recycle
But
theirs.
if you want to talk about really standing the test of time, go back and watch that same Campbell's soup commercial and tell me it doesn't, to this day, put a can of soup in your cart the next time you go to shop. It always works because it is pure marketing brilliance. It's whimsical. It's every kid who's ever seen that has thought, oh man, I can't wait to go throw some snowballs and then come back in as an anthropomorphic snowman and melt all over my floor and piss off my mom. It's
All right.
perfect.
I'm going to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Which soup would you get?
I would get tomato and basil.
I don't
Classic.
even know if they make it tomato and basil. It's just tomato, and it's not even tomato soup. It's
Well,
tomato.
I can find basil.
All right. I would have gone with chicken noodle soup, so that rules you out of my vote. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's
I'm
rough.
just kidding.
I think it was probably chicken noodle
It was
in
chicken
the
noodle. It was chicken noodle.
in the,
All right,
the commercial, but
real
I
quick
always
then,
liked
I'm going to
tomato
give
better.
myself just a minute, but I'll try to be very quick here. So I said the dog antlers. I mean, how can we not give this one to Max? He is the reason why the Grinch looks at him and just says, "Oh my God, what have I been doing to you this whole time? You're the sweetest animal." And it's like, there's something about this sweet thing juxtaposed with the really harsh creature that we're following throughout this film, where it's like, you know, the loving animal who has the what is it called, the love that'll never go away, essentially.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Unconditional love.
Yes, thank you. But basically, the cool idea that comes from that is that essentially the Who's kind of show that too on one day a year for this Grinch, where they welcome him into the house, and it's like Max signifies the holiday spirit of being a sweetie, and he has antlers on top of that, and they're taped to his damn head. So you know what, number 3, this has got to go to dog antlers on top of Max's head, and
Max will make the good list for eternity.
that's true.
Max is the goodest
And
boy.
there's our
He is
alarm.
the goodest of boys.
Except I don't think we actually gave him the goodest of boys, but he's
I forgot
such a
who we
good
gave the
boy.
goodest of boys, but sure.
Yeah, we blew that
Such a good
one.
I
All
don't
right,
know about
guys,
that.
time to do some voting.
All right.
At number 4 again, we have the polar bear from Coke, and we have the Campbell's soup snowman. So I'm gonna let you two go ahead and say that you're probably gonna vote for your each individually, right?
No, so I'm gonna give it to Will's Camel Soup one because I had
Whoa.
forgotten about the Camel Soup commercial. And if I had to think of one that was more iconic than the other, the one I remember most now
Yeah.
is the fucking Camel Soup
All
one
right.
because I remember constantly seeing that commercial on, constantly like growing up
Oh, yeah.
having the candle like the
you
chicken
can
noodle soup.
feel the steam coming.
I can
from
feel
Yeah.
the soup.
It's well
because
done.
I've had the soup many a time.
I know. Same here.
And
I
you
still
know,
have.
to be honest, I don't really like soda anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Here's
So-
the thing. And I wasn't gonna do this until you showed me kindness. I'm gonna show you some kindness and show Joel some meanness and make him decide. I'll vote for the polar bears because they are adorable, and I love the penguin that they've brought in. And I don't even drink Coke,
Yeah.
but this always does make a Coke, even in the cold, look pretty good.
All right.
It's
So-
on Joel.
Yeah. All right,
Over
let
to
me-
Joel.
Whew, getting hot in here.
It was the giving season. We both gave,
So-
we gave each other our votes.
Aw.
That's
Yeah,
we
what a
did. It
nice
was a
giving
sweet-
spirit. I'll give you that.
sweet one.
Now I'm gonna just tell you, you both suck because I'm just kidding. No, they're both awesome. Polar
Yeah,
bear.
he
You're like,
he
what the-
abstained.
This guy over
he
here with
abstains and
Max the
cuts the
dog,
vote.
he's the real Grinch.
Yes, you now know. All right, so I have to say I think the polar bears still play till this day, but I don't think the Campbell one still plays till this day. Now, that does not really matter because what the hell does Coke have to do with winter or
Gotta keep it ice cold.
Christmas in general? What the hell do polar bears even have to do with Christmas in general, right? Or the holidays aside from being in the damn cold?
Because they're
So,
cool.
you know what? I have to say Campbell's soup wins this one, baby. That was a good pull.
It's a good
Yours
one.
was
Bravo,
a,
man. Bravo for
honestly
that
yours
one.
was easily like if I could have them both on here.
If there wasn't another commercial on this list that was more iconic, I think Coke would have taken it.
all right. So then that means Campbell's soup survived. All right, we're moving on to number 3, dog antlers from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. What do you guys think? I'm saying yes.
It's a yay from me.
It's a yay.
All right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the more iconic holiday movies. So
Bravo.
Yeah,
Bravo, man.
I'm happy to get that
It's a
one
good
on
pick.
here.
It's a good pick.
So, all
I
right,
like it.
let's move on to round 2 then. We started with Jelani this time. We're going to go to Will next for nominations then.
I think I'm gonna shoot the moon. I'm going Turbo Man at number 1.
Yeah.
Bravo, bravo.
All right, then that leaves me with, I am going to do the Santa Claus at number 5.
Santa Claus at number
What else
5.
is open? Number 2.
1,
2, and 5
Yeah,
we're going
1, 2,
for?
and 5, yeah.
1,
So,
2, and
Jelani?
5, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put up the hot chocolate from Santa Claus at number 5.
Okay.
right.
Just have a little contention here.
All right.
Because also, I'm fairly confident what's taking number 1.
All right. Let me get that ticker going, and we'll start with Santa Claus versus Santa Claus, hot chocolate versus the Santa Claus.
You're first.
At number 5. All right. Yep. And I'm going right now. So I think the premise of this movie actually made you think about how does Santa Claus live so long, and how does he go from generation to generation, or even longer than that, right? Like eventually.
No, I didn't have any existential dread over
did.
Santa.
Not dread.
Oh,
more,
God.
no, it
He
gave
was
us
a
it gave an
being.
explanation.
I'm crawling under the table.
He's
I'm crying
real.
now.
It gave an
Keep going.
explanation that we all desperately needed about how this man lived so long. So I was really happy to actually revisit this one because I watched the scene of it and I thought it was pretty funny. You know, this is a weird movie because it's like so wholehearted. It's so nice, and it's weird because like nowadays as adults, it's like, and not only that, but because it's a '90s movie, it's kind of like, wow, this is really really sweet actually. And you could tell that they were aiming it towards children because when the kid came outside after Santa fell off the damn roof because of Tim Allen closing the door and saying, "Hey," you know, he falls, and then pretty much right after that, he learns the Santa Claus, which is that he has to become Santa for his remainder of his life, I guess, but it's not.
Sure.
I guess.
So it's once a year. So pretty cool little thing there. I thought it was a unique perspective, and I'm going to give up the rest of my time here and go ahead and let Jelani go. So.
Listen, Santa Claus is all nice and dandy, but he didn't actually, even finding out the Claus, he didn't want to become Santa Claus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got whisked away. He got isekai to
Yes,
the
he
North
did.
Pole.
He did.
And he's in a fantasy world with elves and bullshit and
Yep.
all that stuff. And he's like, I don't fucking want any of this. And he's all stressed out. You know what happens? This adorable little elf comes up with the most delicious looking cup of hot cocoa I have ever seen in my goddamn life. I've never wanted hot chocolate more than ever in this moment. And he sips and is like, this is amazing. And she's like, the secret ingredient is love. And it's the most amazing thing in the world. It looks like the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
The hot chocolate in this movie looks like pure gold.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's a moment where he flips on his new like sleigh. It's like it's got a hot cocoa dispenser.
Yeah.
It dispenses like this amazing, crazy looking like Willy Wonka-esque chocolate out of it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Right?
All right. I love it. All right.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, good one, man. Because now I'm like shit. So Will, you go right ahead. You got yourself a minute.
All right.
Number 1.
I
Turbo Man.
think we all appreciate this for different reasons. I'm going to give you my sincere reason why I appreciate Turbo Man.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I have never felt so emotionally connected to a Schwarzenegger movie as the moment when he hands over Turbo Man, which he had been fighting for the entire movie, and all he wanted was to get this for his kid, who he loves more than anything else in the world. And he hands it over to Sinbad, and like this rivalry just melts away, and all of a sudden you feel all the love in the world between these two guys who were bitter rivals, and now they're friends. And that moment was so real. It was so real, you guys. And like, you might talk about him showing up in the Turbo Man costume or just all the crazy antics throughout that movie, but like, it all pays off right there for me.
Ooh.
Turbo Man is what you want, and somehow the best way to show your love for someone else, for your fellow man.
I like it. That's a good one.
That's what really makes you Turbo Man.
All right. Then I guess we have nothing left to do at this point but vote on them. So at number 5, we have the Santa Claus versus the hot chocolate from the Santa Claus. I guess I went first, so I'll vote first. Johnny, you get it. So you're getting your hot chocolate on here. I can't think of another more iconic thing than freaking hot chocolate, and the best freaking hot chocolate you could possibly have. If I like want to go have one now, and like, the minute I get
it's
home.
really
so.
good. So I'm gonna go with hot chocolate as well.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love me some really good wordplay, and the Santa Claus is that. But as you were describing it, I remembered the hot chocolate, and that is what finally gets him to buy in.
Yeah.
I'm with hot chocolate.
Yeah.
There we are.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Unanimous decision. Hot chocolate wins the
We'll
day
have
at number
another one in a second.
5. So that leaves number 1. We're gonna start with Will because he put it up there. So,
It's a turbo yay for Turbo Man.
all right, and Jelani.
Come on, man. Come on. This was making number 1 regardless of
I
whatever
know.
was happening. Like Will said, I've never been more attached to emotionally attached to an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie than this one. Maybe Predator. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
Or
happens.
Commando, right?
You know, but this movie, like you said, the second he hands over the thing and like Arnold's like, "What are you doing?" Right? And he's like, "I got Turbo Man at home," and it's his dad. And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
ah!"
Exactly.
Got him.
Dude,
Got him.
I
Got
have
me
to
there.
easily give it to that one, especially because you brought it to that point. Instead of just saying like the gift giving part of it, it's like, you know, or the ultimate gift in general. Well, he still did get the ultimate gift, right? The
Yeah.
gift of giving.
Aw.
So, you know what? Number 1 has to go to the giving spirit of Turbo Man.
Yeah.
Guess what? Rabble,
Stick
rabble.
around.
Yeah. That'll have some steam. All right. Why don't you son of
Get
a
to the
bitch?
chopper.
Yeah, exactly.
Get Turbo Man to the chopper.
You guys, we have one more round to go. It is number 2. So put up your number 2s and
Is it me?
put up your dukes,
Is it
if
me?
you will. Yeah, go for it.
Gonna go with the brick from Home Alone
The
2.
brick. All right.
Because I think we're about to have a Home Alone off.
Oh, that's a good point. All right, go for it, Will.
Yeah, okay. I'm in for a Home Alone off. I'm
It's-
putting up the McAllister's house.
McHouse.
The McHouse. I love it.
And then, of course, the zip line from me. So we're doing this. We're going to do it big. 3 minutes. Ready, steady, Jelani, goey.
Come on, guys. That brick was devastating. I don't know how he didn't kill those people, right?
I mean, they took a paint can to that,
Like there
too.
were like paint cans to the heads. I think there was bricks on strings too, but maybe I'm picturing it more hardcore than it was.
Marbles.
They dodged it. I
He was
think.
essentially the Saw guy before Saw
Oh,
came
he was.
around, right? He grew up to be that guy.
He's baby Batman.
He's
Dude,
like
those-
he's chucking bricks like Brett Favre or something like that.
Those
That's
YouTube-
a dated
those
reference
YouTube videos.
because I
No,
don't know
it's
anything.
perfect. That timing is perfect.
Timing at the time, he's chucking them down. They're smashing him in the head. Joe Pesci's like on the ground and
Yeah.
whatever. He's chucking bricks through windows like crazy left and right. This crazy ass kid. And
I
I
love it.
understood why they chose him for that one movie where he was like psycho kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was a psycho kid in this movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, the trailers that they make of it that make it look like it's a psychotic movie or a horror movie, right?
Oh, they're so good.
And that's the one that started this all, too.
Yeah.
And I think I want to say that there is probably a brick in my car because it's the most
ultimate
devastating weapon.
All right.
You
that's
brought
it.
a gun to a brick fight? Oh,
Yo,
well.
yeah, exactly. Deal with this. All right.
And your bricks.
Pocket sand. All right. I'm gonna let Will go next with the Mick House.
You don't want to let me go next.
You
go
sure
next.
about that?
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, in case you want to escape the Mick
Will's gonna
House,
dunk it on us
because
in a second. That's what's happening here.
in case you want to escape the Mick House, but basically, I thought of this as his last ditch effort. And for me, this has like, in a weird adult way, this has a multiple meanings that it didn't have when I was younger, which I thought it was kind of cool because it's like, yeah, the zip line was what everybody wanted. In fact, when we grew up, when we were growing up, my brother and I made a zip line because we saw it in this damn movie, and eventually snapped and we fell and it was terrible. So anyway, regardless of that, it's interesting because it's like, like I said before, there's always that want to like leave a long party and you're worn out at the end of a party and you want to get out of there. Well, you know what? Your best exit would be a zip line. I think that's a cool reference, but also it provides that last bit of safety that you feel of your last ditch effort, which can be multiple things. One is, I didn't get the right presents, but I know where I can get one on the way there. Or it can also be just kind of like, and I'm going on a huge rant here about like holidays in general because the zip line represents many things. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say his last ditch out of the McAllister house because that place became a hellhole because he could not survive there. So hopefully that gives me some credit here, as Will is about to tear us apart with the McAllister house.
To
Go
be
ahead.
fair, I kind of cheated because you took a brick, you took the zip line, I took the whole shebang. The house isn't just a setting for this
Fucking
movie.
Death trap.
It is
That's the
it is
game,
its
too.
own character.
It really is.
The reason that this movie is so devastating but also kind of believable is because of home field advantage. This house
Oh, yeah.
is massive, and Kevin's the kind of scamp that he'll know every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
And so when people come knocking on his door, that door is gonna have a handle that's a million billion degrees. It's gonna be rigged with marbles to make you fall. You're gonna get hit with a paint can.
He went down a laundry chute, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He went down the laundry chute. He had that giant spiral staircase. The place was massive. It was a killing field
Yes.
of his design.
Killing field.
This is a horror story that has a Christmas spin, and that is because of the house.
Oh yeah.
I love it because this is so funny because the house is like the center of Christmas. And remember, he just wanted to have a nice Christmas with his family by the end of it. And it's like, but he can't because he's got to defend the house. And it's like, I love how you just described it as a living hell.
I need to break the rules a bit, and if this disqualifies me, that's okay. I'll let you two duke it out. But the house is also great because it includes that AV system, which gave us one of the best lines from any Christmas
Oh, yeah.
movie of all time.
Filthy.
Keep the change, you
Yeah.
filthy animals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That and then the dancing scene where he has the things
There's a
dancing
party?
around. the-
Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly. I know.
So
Yeah.
good.
All right. Let's vote on him. Let's get this out of the way. Let's start with Jelani with the brick.
Shit.
What do you want to do?
As devastating as a brick would be,
Mhm.
an entire
An entire house
death
made of brick.
trap made of bricks.
Yeah.
If you combine that death house with this brick, you'd be fine with
Oh
it.
God! Imagine if he took apart the house and had all those
Exactly.
bricks.
So what are you gonna do?
Fuck, man. I'm okay with conceding this to the house. I'm okay with doing
All
this
right.
one to the house because I think all of our stuff is actually kind of like included with this house already.
In a way, yours is from 2 and he's not at the house. But
Listen, there's
bricks,
bricks
I know,
everywhere.
I know. And he might have used bricks, honestly. I think he might have.
Listen,
I
you
will
be
have to
traveling down
rewatch
the
it.
road, random brick comes
I
out,
know.
you never know,
Oh,
it's
God.
over.
It's like Paperboy, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
All right, Will, I'll let you do your.
I'm gonna stick with the house.
All right. And I don't think that needs an explanation because you gave a great one. I am going to give it to the McHouse as well because McAllister's had a phenomenal house and a phenomenal weapon all in one.
Yeah.
And ew, Buzz's girlfriend. All right,
Ew.
let's get that in its proper place. The McAllister house.
I mean, really, it coming back all these years later as a meme too of like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to know how they afforded that house.
Yeah.
What did they
Love
do exactly?
Why
All right, I need somebody to tell me something. I don't know what-
Joel.
Yeah.
don't you come down the chimney,
Mm-hmm.
eat your milk and cookies, and then nestle under our tree a big beautiful list?
Oh, how delicious! This beautiful list. Nom, 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 nom. All right, we're starting with number 5. Is
Number 5.
the hot chocolate from the Santa Claus. Number 4, the Campbell's Soup ice snowman from the Campbell Soup commercial. Number 3 is dog antlers on Max in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And
So
then
cute.
number
Adorbs.
2 is the McAllister house from Home Alone, One Deadly Place, also awesome. And then number 1 is Turbo Man. Give us the roar in its
Turbo
rightful space.
Man.
Isn't that funny though? That after all of that, we came to that one as number 1, and we all had it too. And it's
We
funny
all
that
had
it's
it.
like that.
That's kind of why I felt
I know, but
comfortable
it's-
I felt
jumping
comfortable.
out
Really,
for
now
that.
that you mentioned the ending there, it's like, God, that was really sweet. One
Sweet
of the
ending.
better ones, honestly. So,
Really good one.
all right, everybody out there, we want to hear from you what you think your favorite holiday movie is, or your favorite, in general, like scene or something like that. Just let us know if you have anything out there. We're gonna take a
Tell
quick,
me now.
not now. We're gonna take a quick 5-10 minute